What's good, YouTube? So, to be here back. Well, I guess I'm not really back. I'm walking. I'm not driving today, so I guess walking with Slim. I'm not too sure, but man, it's a beautiful day out today. And what I wanted to talk about today, in the midst of this whole soft guy era movement, I think this is a good topic to where we need to talk about connecting and listening to our elders. I believe that every person should have a couple elders in their corner, and by elders I mean people. Let's see. I say about double my age, so about 40 to 50 years old, to where we can get wisdom from. Because sorry, I just got done working out, man. I'm tired, but see, the whole problem with this whole soft guy era movement is that it's simply just a response to something that they don't know how to counter. And in this instance, we're talking about countering when a woman says she wants a guy, a six foot guy with six figures, etc. The list goes on. It's never enough, really. But I believe, the elders, they've been through this. They've experienced, these types of scenarios when it comes to women or just life in general. And it's important that we have people who have this experience in our corner. And this doesn't mean that you take the elders' advice and you just listen to it to a T. But it means that you listen to what they have to say and then you apply it to your life in your own way. Not everything is going to work how it worked for them. But when you can get a scope of how they encountered something or how they solved a problem, it could better help you understand what you're dealing with and solve it again in your own way. A lot of people, they want to ignore what others have to say because they believe that they have it all under control. And maybe you do have it all under control. But acknowledging different perspectives, not only for your sake, but maybe for someone else that you meet that you could pass this wisdom on to, is important. What I like to liken this onto is every person that you meet has a particular lens on life. The way that they see life is different, or it varies from your way on how you see life. So with that being said, I believe that everyone should collect as many lenses as possible, collect as many perspectives as possible in order to win. Your life, people compare life to a game, and although a lot of things in life aren't a game, I see where they're coming from when they compare it to a game. Because the end goal is for you to achieve what you want to achieve. Me, for instance, what I really want to achieve, I want to achieve freedom. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I want to go around the world and help people, gain more knowledge and wisdom. That's my main goal in life. Have children eventually and all that, but that's cliche. But that's what I believe. That's what I believe I need to do. Have a sense of freedom. Because this world is too big, man. It's too big to be caged up in a house or caged up in your basement, working a 9 to 5 forever. There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5s. There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5s at all. I work a 9 to 5. But running this rat race forever, staying on this wheel where I have to constantly pay bills and, do this and do that. I don't have a problem with responsibility. But if I have responsibility, I want to also be able to reap the benefits of me being responsible, which in my opinion should be freedom to do what I want when I want to do it. So that's what I'm working towards. But I said all that to say, how am I going to get there when I don't have a blueprint or a structure that somebody, before me had went through? How am I going to do it? I mean, yeah, sure, there's a first for everything. Let's not get that twisted as well. Someone had to do it first for someone else to come along and say, hey, I'm going to take what he learned and apply it to my life. So it is possible to do it without it, or to do it without collecting lenses or collecting other people's perspectives. But there's nothing wrong with getting a couple cheat codes here and there. So back to the whole soft guy era. The men just, they lost, they don't have no guidance. And I don't even think that is old folk not wanting, or elders not wanting to impart wisdom. I just think that we think that we have it all figured out. I mean, we have the internet, and there's a lot of ways that we can also soothe our complacencies, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We can go on the internet, dudes can go on the internet, watch porn, or look at naked women all day, and that soothes their inconsistencies with actually just talking to real women. Or, you know, people could go on the internet and watch travel documentaries. That soothes their desire to want to travel by just doing it virtually. You know, so it's just something to think about, man. And instead of trying to soothe it, what you desire, figure out how to actually do it, you know? Actually achieve that. Figure it out. Even on the internet, you know, you could look up, or there's elders on the internet imparting wisdom right now. Right now, as I speak, there's an elder dropping a video right now. Because while there are a lot of wise young people, there are, you know, a lot of young people are wise, especially now that we have the internet. As I was explaining, you know, you can get a lot of knowledge off the internet, but there's nothing like having somebody that actually went through it to explain the intricacies and how it really went down. And it's really easy. I guess I'm getting this too. It's real easy to find an elder, you know. People, you have people in your family, you got family friends. If you work a job, there's either an elder is going to come into that job. And here's the thing about elders too that I find hilarious. They always want to sit down and impart some wisdom, even if you don't want it. They'll sit down and be like, hey brother, how about you put down them video games, and how about you go outside and see what the real world is like, you know what I'm saying? Or, hey brother, did you see what was happening on the news, my brother? They don't always sound like that, but you get my gist. So it's really easy to find somebody, you know, that's willing to sit down with you and at least share some wisdom, instead of trying to come up with our own way of doing things and not looking back on the history, or looking back on what other people did in these times. It's getting to a point now where a lot of people are just too arrogant and too hard-headed to accept something, or to accept wisdom from people that know better than them. If I'm being honest, too many people are too prideful these days, and it's definitely something that we should get out of if we're really trying to better ourselves in our lives. But that's it for this video, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'm gonna be honest, man, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I like doing these videos, and I like talking to you guys. I like talking to the camera, but the support is where the reactions are at. I'm gonna be real. So I have a lot of ideas, man. I have like a whole list of things I just want to talk about. But at the same token, if the support ain't there, man, I'm about to switch gears, if I'm being real. Again, I like these videos, and I hope that all of them that I've met, man, I have 136 videos on my channel, and I often beat up on myself about not being consistent enough. Or maybe it's like 140 something now. But anyway, I mean, when I look at that, and when I look at other people's channels, I'm not comparing myself at all, because everybody has their own journey. But when I look at that, and when I look at other people's channels, they got like 40 videos and got 4K already, it's like, okay, you know, maybe I need to switch it up. Because especially if I promote myself to be, a wise man or somebody that thinks critically, I got to start making moves that are more beneficial to me, not just to make money, but also to get the message out, of motivation, self-confidence, and all of that, So I can only do that if I'm getting some views. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love you guys. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my YouTube or my Instagram for more content. Peace.